Hey guys, we got a little throwback for you today. We're getting ready to release a brand new video that we really think you're gonna love. It's an exciting new Milwaukee Tools DIY battery powered speaker build. That's coming your way very soon. But first, I want to give you a little backstory on that one. So last summer, right about the time that we were first throwing the idea around of making some content and throwing it up here on YouTube, Isaac decided to surprise me with a few updates to my O2 Sequoia. Now, he's kind of notorious for this in our family, surprising us with that perfect gift that we didn't really know that we needed or wanted. So anyway, I'm gone on vacation with my wife, two of his younger siblings, and he decides to replace my speakers and my deck in here with some brand new ones. After the build, he was tinkering around with the speakers and figured out a really creative way to create an additional speaker system. So we thought it'd be pretty fun to assemble all this early video so you can see how he got the idea for Hey Bud's next build. It's kind of fun to peek back at this and see the early stuff. But while you're watching, get excited for our upcoming build on the new and improved speaker system coming to you next week. But for now, take a look at this.
Hey, what's up? My name's Isaac, and I've had a bunch of friends that have told me recently that I should start filming some of the stuff I do every day on YouTube, so giving a crack at it. I just like to do things outdoors and like to be creative and build stuff, and so I figured might as well put it out there for anyone else that wants to follow along or kind of steal from my ideas or anything. So yeah, I got a few different projects going on here, a new sound system in a SUV, and a homemade Bluetooth speaker setup, so hope you enjoy. This is a 2002 Toyota Sequoia. It has the system from the factory, but it was getting pretty tired and worn out, so I decided to go through and surprise him with new speakers and a new head unit while he was on vacation. So the original radio was a double din, so I ended up getting this lower receiver. It's just kind of a tray cup here. I found all this on Crutchfield. They have some pretty sweet products they're able to go through and you put in your car, and it gives you all the details and stuff you might need. So all this bolted together, super easy install. There's just a few screws up in those vents there, and then the whole system, basically the whole front plate just pops out. You got some bolts to access this. Really simple setup. All the wiring came plugged in and everything. Got a little microphone for if you got phone calls and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I wired all this up. That didn't take too long at all. And I did new speakers. Comes with adapters and everything to fit in the cavity where the old one was. I ended up going with some Rockford Fosgate speakers up front. They're the 6x9s up in the front. So I have one there and one on the driver's side over here. Also did two in the back seat. Sounds really good for this car being 20 years old. I took the old speakers and ended up putting them in a homemade Bluetooth speaker that I'll show here in a minute. Alright, so this is the setup that I made with the old speakers that I pulled out of my dad's car. So this is kind of what I have going on here. These are two speakers that I pulled out of the back. There's some Polk Audio 6-inch, just standard speakers. I have this set up all kind of on this little janky board for now until I have time to make a box for it. I just kind of wanted to get the layout first and everything going. So this is powered by just an 18-volt battery, just a standard battery. This is a 6 amp hour that I have here, and I've probably had over 8 hours of play time on it so far, and it's only drained one of the bars. But yeah, it's a pretty simple setup. So I found most of this stuff off of Amazon. So this is a just Milwaukee battery adapter that's wired to a converter that takes it down from 18 to 12 volts. There's a little fuse in here in case anything goes wrong, you don't screw up your battery. So it's about $26, I believe, or you can pay $36 for two of them. And I just have it wired to power for this receiver that I'll get to in a second here. Just has quick little plugs in case I need to switch it out or change anything. But yeah, it is wired into this little receiver. It was also about $20 on Amazon. Has an on-off volume knob here, and it has R&L channel, so that's for right and left speakers. You can adjust the bass and the treble for the speakers. And then it also has a subwoofer input on this one. It does auxiliary cord in or Bluetooth. On the back you can see it has the right and left and subwoofer, so I have that wired in just to the wired in the back. On the back here I have the two speakers. They're just wired into this jumbo of wires here. Then I also took these tweeters out of the speakers I put in the main car. They just didn't fit in the right application, and so these speakers come with the Rockfords that I put in the front. So wired those up in the back. And yeah, I just have this subwoofer wire over here going to this sub that I found at Goodwill actually for $15. It's made for a indoor home system or a computer or something like that, but it does a pretty good job even though it's not powered. So yeah, pretty simple setup. Battery just slides in and turn it on. It's pretty sweet. I've used it for a couple different things now. My family has a little projector outdoor movie setup, works pretty great for that. Gets really loud, puts out some good sound quality. Yeah, works great for tailgating or that kind of stuff too. Long term, I'd like to put it in like a Pelican box or build a nice wood case for it or something along those lines, but still need to finish out this project. Might have to build it out a little bit more too.
Yeah, and then we can put it in a case.
Yeah.
So it's portable.
Use your woodworking skills, build something sweet.
I was wondering, do we want to do a case that encompasses, so it's just one whole piece, one whole box? Because right now they're separate, so move them around, because the cord connecting the two is a little bit cumbersome.
Right, and it doesn't have a good handle on that sub to carry it around.
What we could do
Build a handle.
is make like a groove system so they could lock together. So you could have a handle on one, and when you pull up, it picks up the speaker with it. But then you could just slide them apart and have them separate if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you could carry them as one unit.
Yeah, you could build a handle then, so once they're locked in place, the handle connects both of them, so it's
Right.
centered balance
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
true.
off
That'd be
center.
fun. That way you could split them if you needed. You have two fully self-contained units, but you could also hook them together for transport.
Yeah,